Is your view and attitude about others holding you back from freedom in your life?
Well, that's what we're going to discuss today here on My Sober Truth. Well, it's May 28th, and it's time for a double shot of My Sober Truth, Equal Rights. And so we read the title first, and we're thinking, what is this about? But that's that topic we discussed so many times about the crazy diversity in this recovery community. And it's beyond religious lines, ethnic lines, socioeconomic lines.
That's right.
I mean, people from all walks of life have problems.
Absolutely.
And so it's I'd love for you to speak this. How has this wide diversity of people helped you in your journey?
Well, for one thing, Mark, it daily, it reiterates in my mind the we.
Yeah.
And I've met so many people and had conversations with so many people and became friends with so many people that I never would have talked to, I never would have been friends with. They're just not they're not the social circles that I would have ran around in. And the funny thing is, you hear their story and they ran around in the same type of social circles, just maybe in a little different place.
Right.
So it's a very funny thing that you don't really think about when you come into the program, but I have friends that I've made in the program that are, highly educated, Ivy League educated. I have friends, that I've made in the program. You pull up to a meeting, and we were just talking about it. You pull up to a meeting, and there's $2,000 cars in the parking lot, and there's $100,000 cars in the parking lot. So there's obviously a pretty big diversity of people there.
Right.
And then you go in, and it's still one of my favorite things about being part of a 12-step recovery program is you hear people start to speak, and you realize not how different you are. All those things I just talked about that make you different, that's not what matters.
Right.
The things that matter are the things that make you the same.
Right.
The instances where your feelings and their feelings were the same, and you start picking up on how they're telling your story. These other people are sitting here, you've got a guy in a suit and a guy with raggedy clothes on, but you listen to both of them speak and they're telling the same story.
Right.
You have a little lady that looks like a grandma sitting over here, and you have another younger woman who may not have a whole lot of clothes on sitting over here, and they're still telling the same story.
Right. It's a situation that we were talking about we a couple days ago, because that was one of the reading titles, but it was the first we got you in the door. The first we got you sitting in the chair. But as you progressed along and you were willing to accept that help, willing to admit your defects, you start getting some healing, you start getting some freedom, you start getting some success, and all of a sudden that we turns to, I'm willing to help someone else.
Well, and the we also turns to us.
Yes.
You just became part of them now.
Absolutely.
Well, we did this. Us.
Us.
It's us. It's all of us. And then I don't know. There's so many things that go along with it, and becoming part of this thing has got me to where I'm at. I mean, it is us. I have these people that I can go to about problems, and it's absolutely a sponsor. But then it's just all these other people that have had so many different experiences, and it truly is that our differences make us stronger.
Absolutely. So absolutely, you have all these differences, but you have these one thing that unites you guys all together, and committing to that one thing trumps all the differences in the world.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Mom told me something growing up all the time. She says, don't judge somebody until you know their story.
That's right.
And it's so many times when you take a minute to learn someone's story, it hits awfully close to home.
Absolutely.
And I don't know about you, but for me and my own journey, there's sometimes hearing somebody's story, they'll tell a truth that I've been struggling with. And hearing it voiced from someone else's mouth will bring me some relief, will bring me some recovery, will bring me some revelation on this thing I've been struggling with. And I wouldn't have got it if I was in an insular group of people that was just like me.
Exactly.
And so that's what I love about diversity in recovery, because it speaks to you so much. So as we wrap up, I would love to pose a similar question to our viewers today. So for you guys, how has the wide diversity of folks in recovery that you've spent a little time with contributed to your success in life? Think about that. Put your answers down in the comments below. We can't wait to read what you have to say, and who knows, it just might help someone else today in their journey too. And on that note, for My Sober Truth, I'm Mark.
Hey, and I'm Sean, and here's hoping that today you stay drunk with success.
Bye.
Love y'all.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you're thirsty for another round, then belly on up to mysobertruth.com and click on the double shot button today. There you'll find the encouragement, inspiration, and support that'll help you stay clean, on track, and prospering in every area of your life. Take a moment to subscribe to this channel, and if you got a minute, stick around. Let's watch another video together.